Hi and welcome to another Checiegirl Creations video. So today I will be creating in my paper towel journal. It's quite a small journal and all the pages are made from paper towels that were stuck together and then binded together in this little mini journal. So I've created a couple spreads and I will link those in an icon in the top right hand corner so that you can see the process if you like. And I will have a voiceover so you know what I'm doing while it's in fast forward mode. So yeah, let's get on with the video. Okay, so I'm going to start by applying some paint with a palette knife. So I'm going in with this yellow, it's like a lemon yellow. I'm just making sure to put some papers to protect my pages. These pages aren't even at all, so I didn't want it to get on my previous page or any future pages. Going in with some light blue, that paint is called Blue Mist, I believe. And I'm going to go in with some cadmium orange hue. And I'm just trying to like draw from the colors that's already in the page, because as you can see, like I didn't use plain paper towels. I used used paper towels that I'd use like to mop up paint and stuff from other projects. And I'm grabbing some Viridian. I just thought that would be nice to really draw because there was quite a lot of like kind of greeny teal hues in there. And I'm just kind of blending some of those colors together with my finger. I'm adding some more yellow. Thought I kind of lost it a little bit when I was adding all those layers. And the pages are so textured. What's really nice is, especially when you go over with the palette knife, you get to pick up all those details, and I kind of get to do that as well with my finger. So I'm blending a little bit, but just leaving just a little bit of a light layer just to be able to pick up that texture. And now I'm just going to lighten that up a little bit using some chalk primer, again applying that with my fingers. And that's also picking up some of that texture. And once that's like, while that's drying, I'm going to find my focal images. So I had this like snake cut out from this encyclopedia slash dictionary book. And while I was flicking through, I found this chameleon. So I thought that was perfect. It did kind of look a bit jungle-like, the background, so I thought I would use those two. I'm just going to put that aside to dry, and I'm just flicking through, just looking to see if there's any other images that I could add that goes with it. And I didn't end up adding any other images. I felt in the end that 2 was fine. I do end up cutting out the word jungle because I wanted to like put a phrase saying it's jungle out there. I didn't actually end up using that cutout. I just ended up writing that myself, but I thought I would keep this in just to show you my process. So I'm grabbing some papers. I like to map my images with something so it stands out from the background, and I found this paper. That's from one of my subscription boxes. I think that is the boho chic one, possibly, maybe. I can't remember now. And I'm also kind of going through some of my packaging from my previous subscription boxes. So I will tear around those images that I got from the book to give it a nice rough edge so it doesn't look cut out, and it will also like kind of help the page look cohesive if those edges are nice and like torn. And it just adds a nice texture as well. And I'm doing that for both images. And I'm just seeing what it would look like over those leaves, and they were the perfect size. So I'm going to cut out a couple cluster of leaves to mat the image, and that's all I used to mat the image in the end, actually, just those leaves. And I'm just going to fussy cut around them. I didn't really want too much of that background of the paper. I just really wanted mainly the leaves because I did want the background of my page to shine through. And now I'm going to go around those images, just adding some inks. That's from my spray ink. Some are food coloring, some are from calligraphy inks that I've just added water to. And I'm using the colors that I used on my page so that it wouldn't look, the edge wouldn't look too like stark and white, but at the same time it kind of blends in a little bit. And it's lighter too, so it'll still stand out. And once I finish adding those colors, I will kind of blend that with like my finger. I didn't add all the colors that I got. I just really added the green, blue, and orange. I thought that was fine. And you can see that I've like figured out where I want to place my images. I have the leaves there now. I'm just adding some more touches with that ink. I'm going to blend some of that in as well using my paintbrush. And I did by accident cover some of those images, so I'm just going to go in with my Uniball Signal gel pen just to kind of white out some of those areas. And you don't really notice it on the finished piece. That's how like I want them to be placed. I was liking how that was looking. And now I'm going to prep a like plain piece of book paper. This is like from the sides of the like text. And I'm just adding those same colors I used to kind of blend in those edges of those images. And I'm just blending that with my finger. And then afterwards, I will write It's a Jungle Out There using that Unipin fine liner. And then I backed the phrases with some of that paper, that deco paper I showed you just now, and some old jersey yarn. And I'll link a video to how I made that jersey yarn in an icon in the top right hand corner. And since there was some pink in those papers, those deco papers, I just added just a little touch with my finger, just so I would just kind of bring that in on the background. And now I'm going to edge around my phrase, my leaves, my images with my Stays On ink pad. That dries permanent, which is perfect for mixed media spreads. And that'll just help just kind of ground the images a little bit and just add a little bit of detailing, kind of help them stand out from the background. And I did end up making the background a little bit too busy, which was a shame, but I still do like the page anyways. I'm also going to edge the page with that Stays On ink pad as well, and not too perfectly, so I did add a little bit of grunge, which was quite nice in the end. So I believe I'm going to stick my leaves and phrases down using some tacky glue. This is perfect for this page since this page is so textured, and what I'm sticking down is a bit layered up. That really helps. And I do sometimes have to put something on there just heavy, or just keep on pressing as I go along as I'm working on the page, just because they do like to lift up a lot, and I think it's just because I'm just sticking something down that's really textured. And tacky glue is also great for fabric, so I'm using that on the phrases since they are backed with the jersey yarn. And by the way, just in case you're wondering, jersey yarn is made out of, well, I make it out of old t-shirts. So I'm going to edge the phrases and my images using that Sharpie marker. That's just helping everything pop out a little bit, just add some detail. I'm not edging it perfectly on the images, but just mostly on the phrases. I felt as if it kind of disappeared on all those like bits that I matted it on. And I'm going to doodle in some leaves here and there, just kind of bring in that jungle theme. I wanted it to look as if they were in the like tree canopy or something. And I'm putting those leaves to point all sorts of different directions. And I also sign my page. I will go over the area I signed my page though, because it wasn't really standing out. So I'll go over with some chalk primer, and I'll sign the page once I've finished. And I'm also going to add some highlights using my Uniball Signal gel pen on those phrases and the images again. And I'll also doodle in some leaves. So that is almost it. I'm just going to add some splashes with some white paint and some gold paint and possibly some black. If you're, just in case you're wondering, I do have a link to my newsletter because I'm out of the country at the moment while you're watching this video. This was pre-recorded, so you can subscribe to my newsletter to find out when I'll be back. I'll be gone for quite a few months, so you can read the newsletter, find out why, subscribe so you know when I'll be back, because my shop is also offline as well, and all that information is down below. And where I am, I don't have any internet frequently, so I will update you guys whenever I create something new, like when I'm off of the land, whenever I get internet. But yeah, so yeah, just check out those links below. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, just to keep up to date with what's going on. So that is pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to click that bell so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. It's every Monday, just in case you're wondering. So stay tuned. There's many more to come. And yes, so as you can see, I'm just adding some finishing splashes. That black was from some spray ink as well, water chalk primer and the gold paint. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you join me again for another arty video. Bye!